Hey, everybody, this is your friendly neighborhood talent strategy nerd, Dr. Jim, broadcasting again live from the HR Transform conference at the Wynn in Las Vegas. And I have Bryan Power joining us. He is the head of people at Nextdoor, and he is joining us to bust some myths. Bryan, welcome.
Thanks, Jen.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Before we get into the myth busting part of the conversation, it's going to be important for the listeners and viewers to know a little bit more about you. So tell us a little bit about the stuff that you're involved with.
I lead the people team at Nextdoor. I've been there for about 5.5 years. I joined, it was a startup company, about 200 employees. We've scaled it. We're about 500 people now around the world. We're a public company. And really everything that's related to the people function is my responsibility there.
What do you like the most about the role that you're in?
I really like just the changing nature of the fields. Like for the last 3 years, we've had these unprecedented changes that you've had to deal with in the workplace. Really made the job a lot more strategic, a lot more interesting, and definitely a lot harder. And that's everything. Obviously, we all went through the pandemic together. COVID-19 changed the workplace forever. And that's just led to a whole new rethinking of what it means to work for a company.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And the job certainly hasn't gotten any easier. So you ready to bust some myths?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. When you think about leadership and HR myths, what's the one myth that you wish would just go away?
So I think it's actually related to the work from home debate because flexibility in the workplace has become really important to employees of all generations. But what I've found is it's still rooted in that it's mostly for women, whether we call it parental leave today, it used to be called maternity leave or paternity leave, meaning moms and dads need different time off. But even today, it's still people working outside of the office, working from home. I still just feel like there's this remnants of a stigma. That's something that women need more than men. And I just couldn't disagree with that more. Flexibility is something that we all benefit from, and employers really need to be thinking about how to incorporate that into their workplace strategy.
A lot of the stuff that I talk about, Bryan, is calling out of touch CEOs and executives who have some backwards thinking when it comes to how and where people should work. So it's just you and me talking right now. So if you could say anything to those folks who believe that in order to drive productivity, you have to be in an office, what would that message be?
I don't think you can simplify productivity down to one word. There's lots of different types of work. And certainly some work is better from home and some work is better together. I think part of the challenge is when you're not intentional about having people come together periodically to build those relationships, it just becomes an assumption that if you get together, things will just happen. And while I do believe that serendipity of meeting new people at work that happens when you're bouncing off of each other in an office is important, you can't just prescribe, hey, if everyone just shows up every day, that those things are going to happen. So really being thoughtful about how you design your workplace is really critical there.
I really like your perspective on that. I think there's entirely way too much magical thinking when it comes to building team cohesion and collaboration. There's got to be a middle ground, or at least a reasonable middle ground versus this all or nothing approach. So we're just scratching the surface on this conversation. If folks want to connect with you and continue the discussion, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
I would love for them to just reach out to me on LinkedIn. I have lots of connections. I communicate with a few people there via message. I'm happy to get in touch.
Awesome stuff. Thanks for hanging out with us, Bryan.